Okay, we're ready to get into that cheese tier list. Let's dive right in. All right, we're gonna start with feta cheese. It's mediocre at best, you know. Like it can be good in like some good tacos, but like in general, pretty crumbly, pretty dry, pretty garbage, really. That's a D tier cheese right there. That's a D tier cheese. Can't eat it on crackers. Only goes in limited things. That's a D tier cheese. That's gonna be like our benchmark for what D tier is. All right, here we get some aged cheddar, 5-year aged cheddar. That's a good cheese. That's pretty good cheese. Amazing on crackers. Can't do much else with it. I guess you can put it on pizza. Oh, not pizza. Sorry, apple pie. You can put it on apple pie. It's not bad. I'm gonna call that B tier cheese. That's a B tier cheese right there. What's the factors in the ratings? The factors are my bold opinions on cheese. Those are the factors. You just gotta trust me here that this is the ultimate Canadian cheese tier list, and that I have a full review process, but it's secret. It's top secret. That's Asiago. That's a middle of the road cheese, because you know Asiago it's very good in things. It brings out the flavors in other cheeses, and it's great in a cheese blend, you know. But can't really eat it with crackers. So crackers, by the way, is an entire criteria point. It's can you eat the cheese with crackers? Very, very important. And we have right here. Let's just do this right now. We have the ultimate pairing. The ultimate pairing cracker here. It goes with every cheese. This is always the best. You're wrong, and I will get right back to the Asiago. But okay, we'll come back to Wheatons. We'll come back to Wheatons. The Asiago. Okay. It is not top tier. You can't have it on crackers, which automatically puts it in, like, at least B. You know? It's good with other cheeses, but you couldn't have just Asiago. Like, you couldn't just be like, oh yeah, it's just Asiago, nothing else. You have to at least pepper that cheese. You know, you gotta season that cheese. You can't put Asiago on. What kind of crackers are you putting on an Asiago cheese on? What kind of crackers are you putting with Asiago cheese? Because you're not putting my boy Wheatons with that. You know, you can't. That doesn't work. That doesn't go together. You can't do that to my boy Wheatons. Baby Bell. It's technically cheese, kind of a meme cheese. You know, it's not like that's not like a real cheese. That's like for sure a meme cheese. It is technically cheese. I have quite a few meme cheeses in here. Okay. I feel that whiz, though. I do feel that. Like a soft cheese, hard cracker. Hard cheese, soft cracker. I agree. So something like Boursin, a transcendental cheese. A S tier cheese. God tier. The best cheese can get. Boursin. Soft, spreadable. Every flavor is good. It comes in like 6 flavors. They're all great. And they all go amazing on your boy Wheatons. So good. Hard cracker, soft cheese. You know, a mellow flavor that you can layer on things on top of. Solid foundation. Flavorful, rich cheese. And Wheatons are the best cracker in the game. There's no cracker better than Wheatons, just for the record. Some Velveeta, which we got down here. That's going to be technically a cheese. You know, that's another meme cheese right there. As you can see, it comes in a brick. You know, they put it in pasta and stuff, and it's not terrible, but it's not good. You know, and it's kind of like, it's not really cheese. Like, it's technically cheese, but how does it come in a tinfoil cube and just sit there? You know, I bet it wouldn't even melt or like anything, unless you like just on its own. You know, like if you boil it into something, sure, but like if you just left it out, it'd be fine. Probably never go bad. Okay. So that brings us to the end of Velveeta. Let's bang out the rest of the technically cheeses, the meme cheeses. Cheese Whiz, just like it's technically cheese. Like they say there's real cheese in it, but it's just like a gross little spread people put on like toast. Like legally, they get to call it made with real cheese. Ooh, but I guess they can't call it cheese. That's why it's spelt weird. It's so bad. I remember as a kid too, and it was like decent, but like it's so bad as an adult. It's just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Trick is you need really white bread for Cheese Whiz. I think the trick is that Cheese Whiz is shit. it isn't worth eating. I think that's the trick. Blow it right past Cheese Whiz. Garbage. Alright. American cheese. American cheese, as it's called the rest of the world. Here, it's usually just called Kraft Singles, honestly. That's what we call it in Canada. We just call it Kraft Singles. I don't like it, but then it can be tolerable. It can be tolerable on, like, a sandwich. Like a grilled cheese sandwich. You know, like a grilled cheese sandwich. Like, that's the only thing you can use it for. Is just a grilled cheese sandwich. It blows my mind that in America they call it American cheese. There's like a Domino's ad right now where they're like bragging about, oh, our new hamburger pizza. It's got American cheese. And it's like, how can you call that cheese? Like, how can you sit there and call that cheese? Canadian cheese. Borson. Boom. Canadian. American cheese. What even is that? Alright, we got a blue cheese. We got a blue cheese. I don't personally like most blue cheeses, but I'm gonna be putting this in the D tier because it's not terrible, you know, but it's good in like one situation. I like a blue cheese as part of a blend of other cheeses on a pizza. Very good cheese for pizza. But other than that, I don't know what the point of it is. All right, we have brie, a brie cheese. Now it's a nice soft cheese, you know, nice soft brie cheese. Okay, brie. That's a C tier. It's a middle of the road cheese, just like Asiago. You know, it's versatile. You can put it in soups. It's pretty good there. You can like cook it into things, and it's really gooey and like, and you can cook things into it. Because it's not really a cracker cheese, which for me brings it down a level. Is that it's not good on wheat thins. It is versatile. It is versatile. I agree. It is a very versatile cheese. I definitely agree with that. But the downside is that it's not good on wheat thins. So that's like it's like almost a B, but you gotta deduct some points for not being good on wheat thins. I'm not gonna change my opinion here because wheat thins, very hot cracker, very top selling. You know, whenever I have wheat thins at work, people always want my wheat thins. So wheat thins clearly very strong cracker. Why? Because wheat thins are the only cracker worth rating because they're the best cracker. They go with everything. That's why. I'm putting them before Borson. Okay. Cottage cheese. That's cheese. That's a... kind of an cheese. Like I eat it. I like it. It's kind of as a cheese though. It's not very interesting or good. I'm thinking cottage cheese. That's like a D tier. It's like a D tier cheese. Cheddar. That's like regular cheddar. That's like that's a D for me. It's fine. You know, it's good on pizza, I guess, kinda. Other than that, yeah. Cheddar is the definition of a C of an average cheese? No. I disagree. That's the opinion of someone who's not a connoisseur of cheddar. You don't have your multiple kinds of cheddar on the tier list, you know? You gotta break cheddar down. Cream cheese. Cream cheese. That's a B tier cheese for me. That's a, you know, is it? A tier. A tier. Cream cheese is A tier. It's amazing on a baguette. It's soft. You can make a lot of things out of it. It's good in everything. It's so rich. It's really low in carbs and just like a decent source of like easy to digest fats. It's good on toast. It's just good. It's just a good cheese. It's just like, so good. It goes really good with strawberries. It's like amazing with strawberries if you like mix it in. So good. So good. Yeah, cheesecake's quite good. If we're gonna talk about cheesecake though, we should probably talk about ricotta. Another cheese often used in cheesecakes. Ricotta, now that's a sweeter cheese. That's a nice sweet cheese. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna put ricotta in A tier. In A tier. And I'm gonna say this, it's sweet. It's got a pleasant texture. You can cook it in anything. And it's good in cake. It's a sweet cheese. It's never bad. Marble? That's an E tier cheese right there. That's an E tier cheese. E tier. Your taste is no longer valid. Your taste is no longer valid. You can't say that marble is A tier. Marble is shit. Marble is shit. Marble is absolute garbage. Not even the mighty power of a wheat thin can save marble cheese. So marble's an E tier cheese. That's bad. Terrible cheese. Moving on. Cheese curds. Cheese curds, like for poutine. That's a C tier cheese. They're a decent snack. Can't put them on wheat thins. You just can't. You just have to eat those. You make poutine with them. Poutine, of course, great. Very good. Comes from Quebec, just like Boursin, which is surprising, but also not. Alright, cheese dip, like a nacho cheese, like a melted cheese. That's like a B tier cheese, you know? You can put it in things. Oh, cheese, no, nacho cheese. Yeah, you know, melted cheese. You know, it's like a good, like, kind of soup. The downside is you can't really have wheat thins with it. You have to have, like, chips or something like that. And that brings it down, for sure, because wheat thins, just the best cracker. Alright, Cracker Barrel Tex-Mex cheese. That's an S tier cheese. That's an S tier cheese. And I'll tell you why. Kraft Cracker Barrel Tex-Mex cheese. It's a blend of 3 cheeses. Armstrong is also not bad, but specifically Cracker Barrel. Transcendental cheese. S tier cheese. Okay? Because you put that in scrambled eggs while you're making them. And you can eat that every day. You can eat that every single day. If you're really desperate, you can put them on wheat thins. It's not bad. And it's just a decent cheese to put on basically anything that calls for cheese. Yes. Yeah, it's amazing on eggs. It's the best on eggs. Yeah, no, it's that's all I eat for the most part for eggs. Like if I'm having eggs every day, I'm having that with a little bit of ketchup, and that's it. Alright, Kraft Parmesan. D tier, and I will explain why it's not E tier. No bias. No bias. This is the ultimate Canadian cheese tier list. Like, you know, Parmesan Reggiano right here. That's a B tier cheese. This is like fake Parmesan. We just call it just Parmesan. And it's like, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. It's like a sprinkle on, like it's. They didn't have my favorite flavor, which is too bad. My favorite flavor of churm soju is yogurt. It comes in a yogurt flavor. And if you like yogurt soda, like Milkus, it's very good. If you like Asian yogurt soda, so good, so good. If you're doing like a keto diet, you can use the fake Parmesan as like a filler for a lot of like binding agents and stuff. So you can like put it in, and it's like a carb-free alternative to like it's a space filler. This right here is a Gouda, just plain Gouda. That's E tier. It's bad. It's just bland. You can put it on wheat thins, but it's pointless because it's bland. It's got like no flavor. Gouda sucks. Gouda is a terrible cheese. But Brie is right there in C, right there in C tier. Because Boursin is top tier. That is why Brie is not top tier, because Boursin is better. Boursin. Don't back her up on that thing. Brie is C. Brie's a C tier. Bungie, it does start with B. It starts with B, which is surprising since it's a C tier cheese. Hold the line by Brie. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Brie is chilling where it's at. Okay. Okay, so Gouda, terrible. Just terrible. Gouda's a trash tea. But this cheese, that's an A tier cheese right there. And that, we're not mooning the cheese. We're not mooning the cheese. All right, so Gouda cheese, smoked Gouda, regular Gouda E tier, smoked Gouda A tier. Smoked Gouda is a very strong cheese, very hot contender. Okay, it's got that rich smoky flavor. The only downside is you gotta peel off the wax, which I find annoying. And just ugh. Yeah, smoked Gouda is amazing. So that's an A tier cheese. It's good on everything. It's never bad. It's just always a good cheese. Provolone, that's another A tier cheese. Okay, provolone by itself, boring as shit. Very boring cheese. It's not that good. It's just kind of It's like, I'm here. It's got big I'm here energy. Hear me out, wizard. Hear me out. Hear me out. Provolone, A tier. Because when you put provolone on anything, it brings out all these amazing flavors. Like on a hamburger, it's so good. It's got like a nutty flavor, and it's like subtle yet there. It's like always in the foretaste, but it's not overpowering, and you can still taste everything else through it. That's why it's an A tier cheese. Yes, grilled provolone also very good. This is the thing. Provolone's very transformative cheese. Once you do anything with it, it becomes so good. But on its own, pretty bad. Pretty bad. No, because on its own it's bad. It's bad on its own. Boursin, good on its own. Tex-Mex cheese, good on its own. Provolone, A tier cheese. Very A tier. You know what? It's the best of A tier. It's like A+, but it's just not quite S. But it's like the first part of A. Oh, that's provolone. I mean, that provolone looks very good. That provolone looks very good. That looks amazing. If that had been brie, I would have bumped brie up to B tier, because that's how good that provolone looks. Another E tier cheese. That's Havarti. That's Havarti cheese. Havarti cheese is terrible. That's a cheese for people that hate themselves. That's a cheese for when you hate yourself. Okay? It's not good. It's bad on crackers. It's bad on everything. It tastes like Havarti. Yuck. Mascarpone cheese. That's a C tier cheese. Mascarpone cheese. That's a fine cheese. That's a middle of the road cheese. You can make desserts out of it. It's sweet. You can't put it on wheat thins. So that's a big negative for me, you know. That doesn't go together. That doesn't work. So just can't do it. It's fine cheese. Moving on. Monterey Jack. Monterey Jack. You know, when I was a kid, I thought Monterey Jack was like an A tier cheese. It used to be my favorite cheese. You know, you go to Subway, you get a sandwich, and you go, oh, the Monterey Jack, yeah. You buy some crackers, some wheat thins maybe. You know, you're just a little youngin' at the grocery store, picking up wheat thins. And you buy some Monterey, and you have it on crackers, and you go, yeah, it's pretty good cheese. But as I've gotten older, mozzarella. That's a B tier cheese if we're talking real mozzarella. That's a B tier cheese. It's stretchy, it's delicious, you can just have it as is. You can fry mozzarella. Fried mozzarella is amazing. You can do that at lots of Italian restaurants. Fried mozzarella with a little bit of lemon juice, some cracked pepper. That's a good cheese. That's a good cheese. If we're talking store-bought mozzarella though, that's a D tier cheese, just like the Parmesan. Sage Derby. That's a C tier cheese. No, that's a D tier cheese. Well, D's pretty low. Okay, I have to admit something. You guys are right. Brie is a B tier cheese, because Sage Derby is a C tier cheese. Sorry, my caliber was a little bit off. I'm not insane. You're insane. You don't know cheese. Brie is a B tier cheese. Okay, I'm converted, because it is better than Sage Derby, and it's kind of better than all of these in its versatility. It's much more like these cheeses. So yeah, B tier cheese. I apologize. Cheese strings, technically cheese. That's a meme cheese. That, sir, is a meme cheese. That's not a real cheese. What the fuck is Sage Derby? Sage Derby is very good. It's very good. It's a hard cheese with some rich flavors from the sage that they mix in with it. Okay? It's kind of like a dry white cheese. If you think of like white cheddar, it's like a dry white cheese that's like almost kind of soft in texture, but like a hard soft. Like it's about to crumble, but it doesn't quite. And then, so we're just going to call those all Sage Derby and put them in C tier. They're good on crackers. You can make fancy sandwiches with them. Alright, Swiss. That's a C tier cheese. Yeah, I'd put that in the same category as Sage Derby. You can make good things out of it. It's useful, but it's not amazing. You know, you can eat it on wheat thins, but why? It's good on sandwiches. And I'm putting a lot of things in the Swiss category. Gruyere, that's basically Swiss. I know it's not, but come on. Emmental, come on. That's just Swiss. Swiss in a different package, really. I mean, no. Gruyere can't be A. It's basically Swiss, and therefore C. Middle of the road. It's a fine cheese. You can put it on things. Alright, Collier's English cheddar. Absolute garbage. It's bitter. It's crumbly. Tastes like shit. Bad on crackers. Terrible. Garbage. Ass cheese. Never buy it. You can buy it at Costco. Don't do it. Pointless. You'll just throw it out. It's terrible. I would... If there was a category... If I had made F below technically cheese, below meme cheese, I would put that there. For bad shouldn't exist. So...